back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Jamira. I appreciate you guys so much for coming onto my channel and watching this video. Make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you leave a big fat thumbs up so that you know each and every time I upload a video. So what I want to talk about is the power of silence. So often we have conversations that lead to arguments, and it can literally happen in 0.2 seconds. Most of the time we don't even realize how it escalated. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about being silent, because so many of us want to be heard, but we have to also realize that other people being heard is just as important. Everyone wants to be heard, but silence is really hard. So I'm going to give you guys about 3 to 4 reasons why there's power in silence. The first reason why there's so much power in silence is because it gives us the ability to understand the other person's perspective. Now, I know we want to be heard so bad, and it's like, but you're not getting my point. You're not getting my point. And I think that's one of the main reasons why conversations turn to arguments, because oftentimes we feel super misunderstood. So what I like to say to that is, if there is somebody that's talking, if you're having a conversation with someone and they're not understanding your perspective but they're speaking, give them your undivided attention. Don't have in the back of your head what it is that you want to say. You're going to get so anxious because you're going to want to respond. You're going to want to react. You're going to want to get yourself heard. Being silent and allowing the other person to speak will allow you to recognize other things besides their words as well. When you're giving someone your undivided attention, you're looking at their body language. You're listening to the types of words that they use. You're listening to the tone in which they're saying what they're saying. And all those things play a very crucial part in understanding and having empathy for another person. So I feel like that's super important. Being silent enough to understand where the other person's coming from, because when you just want to talk, then you're missing where they're coming from. I understand your perspective. I understand why this could have been misunderstood, or I understand why you could have gotten a little upset about why I said this, or something like that, whatever the conversation consists of. It is so important to listen. When you understand that person and you give them your undivided attention, it will also show them that, oh, okay, this person is trying to understand what I'm saying. So it won't make that other person so irritable. You're only responsible for what you do and what you say. So at the end of the day, if you're controlling that and you understand that, okay, I have to listen to this person so that I can understand where they're coming from, I can save so much breath within myself because I'm listening to that person. And oh, okay, I was about to say something that had something to do with my thoughts on what was actually being said versus what was actually being said. You get what I'm saying? The second reason that there's power in silence is because it allows us to channel our energies so that we can respond rather than react. A lot of people don't even know that there's a difference between responding and reacting. When you're responding, you're taking everything into consideration. You've heard the other person speak. You know what it is that they're trying to say and where they're coming from. And now you have the ability to process what was being said so that you can give an accurate response. When you're reacting, it's just like, but you're not hearing me. This is what I'm trying. And you're like really pecking at the fact that you're not being understood, when in reality, you're not being understood because you're not listening, And I know that's such a hard pill to swallow because you do want to be understood. But in order to be understood, you have to first understand. For example, someone's speaking and you feel really hot on the inside, like you're boiling, You get what I'm saying? You have so much anger and so much frustration. Being silent will allow you to process those emotions. Okay, what am I afraid of right now? Because that's nothing but fear. It doesn't mean that you're scared of them. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's completely besides the point. What I'm saying is, if you want to defend something, it's in fear of losing something, whether it's understanding, or anything like that. So you start to feel these feelings, you get to understand, okay, this is triggering me. Why is this triggering me? Why am I so affected by this? Why is this making me feel this type of way? And then you get to actually process your feelings. Oh, okay, these feelings have nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with the fact that I was traumatized by this as a child. So it's bringing up old feelings and emotions, and it has nothing to do with this conversation or this person that I'm speaking about. Then you'll be able to detach from that emotion that you're feeling that has nothing to do with that person, and you can accurately respond, and you're not so angry and so frustrated about the fact that you're not being heard, or about the fact that you guys are disagreeing. Because another thing is, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a different perspective than someone else. Just because they disagree with you doesn't mean that you're wrong. I'm going off a little bit, but we have to realize that we have different upbringings. We have different people in our lives telling us different things. We've seen different things. We've been raised by different people that has different values and believe different things that they've instilled in us that's different from that person's upbringing and stuff like that. So you have to understand that these things are imprinted inside of us. These are our beliefs. These are our morals, our values, and things that we believe in since childhood, you know, the reasons why they are the way that they are, and they see things through the lens that they see them. In understanding someone else's perspective is allowing them to be an individual. We're all different people, so at the end of the day, why do we have to think alike to be able to coexist? You should be able to say, oh, okay, I completely understand your perspective. Yeah, I feel this way, but I can understand why you feel that way. And move on. Why are you so, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, why are you so angry that this person doesn't feel the way that you feel? I feel like the deeper meaning behind that is that you're upset that you can't control this person. But that's a whole different story, okay? So, yes, that's number 2. It allows us to channel our energy so that we can respond as opposed to react. And number 3, it is emotional maturity. To be able to be silent shows that you are mature enough to have an intelligent or whatever type of conversation with someone else without being rude and cutting them off. You know, I feel like that's a sign of immaturity, cutting people off, being rude, raising your voice. It shows that you don't have control over the situation, so you're trying to gain control of the situation. So now let me talk over this person. Okay, let me yell. Let me cut this person off because they're not understanding what I'm trying to say. Emotional maturity is so key when it comes to communicating. When you have effective communication, then you're able to have less conflicts. Conflict resolved, problem solved, you know? And then it's so much smoother. Now you can have smoother relationships. Now you don't have to feel like you have so many bridges burned because you're not able to have a civil conversation with someone. Emotional availability is important. Empathy is important. Understanding is important. Time to reflect is important. I feel like most times what we don't do is give ourselves time to process our emotions, our feelings, and then come back and answer. It's okay if you're not just blurting out things, because that can be your mind talking and not your heart. At the end of the day, you have to know what's really true for you and what resonates with you. You know, it could be a lot of different thoughts and stuff going into your head just because of your past experiences. But then when you silence everything, not saying you shut out your thoughts, when you listen and when you process, you could be able to say, oh, okay, that wasn't my thought. That was a thought that was imprinted on me since I was a child or something like that. That was a trauma thought that just popped up. You get what I'm saying? Now it went from a potential explosion to a peaceful resolution. And there you go. So those are my 3 quick reasons why there's so much power in silence. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a big fat thumbs up. Even if you didn't, just because you like this channel, give it a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, just like I said, so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Let me know what you think of my new intro, because I just did that myself. So let me know if you like it. It's super short, and I just wanted to have something that's kind of to the point. So let me know how you like it. And also, I want to start doing shout outs again to recognize all of my loyal subscribers, the people that love me, the people that support me. So I want to start doing that. In order to get a shout out, what you guys have to do is hashtag love letter, because I like that one better. Hashtag love letter, and leave your comment below, and then I'll be able to give you a shout out. Even if you don't want to say anything and you just want a shout out, hashtag love letter. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in my next one.